Well, everyone, big Pokemon news, very big Pokemon news. We got 3 games announced. One is already released, and I think the best news of it all is that it's all coming to Nintendo Switch, which, you know, is my preferred console of choice of the generation, of course, as the 3DS is now dead, as I like to claim. This is great. I'm just glad. I'll just get on with the juiciness, which is the main Pokemon, the mainline series, which is coming out in 2019, so there's no need to worry. You might be sad that it's not coming out this year. I'm definitely not. More development time means a better game. So, and they have the other Pokemon Let's Go, Pickachu and Eevee, as a placeholder while they're developing the main series. And I'll get to that later. So, but 2019, I think, is a great idea. It's plenty of time to develop the game, get it ready, because I assume they're pretty far through it. And yeah, they avoided the E3 announcement. That's fine. Whatever. I mean, they had no game to show. I mean, they have a game to show, but they weren't going to show it anyway. So I guess it's fine that they skipped E3. You know, that's all good. They have plenty of things to announce at E3, and I guess Pokemon's not necessary at E3. I mean, they announced it last year, even though they had, you know, nothing. So yeah, this is just, it's going to be a new game, because they have a remake this year. So I'll get to, yeah, and that's pretty much it for the mainline series Pokemon the game that's coming out next year. No details, nothing, just 2019, and, you know, we'll get it revealed at some point, I guess, early next year. All good. In my opinion, I think it's fine how they're approaching this. So we'll just continue to Pokemon Quest. So Pokemon Quest is, you know, it's a mobile game essentially, but you know, we can play it on Nintendo Switch. I guess it looks like a little, you know, time waster, I guess. I mean, it's something that you need to revisit. I don't know how it works. I don't know if it's like, it's got the timer shit, but I mean, obviously it's gonna have, it's called free to start, so you know there's gonna be microtransactions, you know? I don't know how the game is structured in terms of, oh, do you have to wait for a certain time to do this event or whatever, or can you just keep playing it? I don't know. But from what I see, the game doesn't have that much content. From what I can see, you only get to play with the first 151 Pokemon. I don't know. It looks kind of fun. I don't know. It looks a bit like, oh well, it's another it's another tap game. You know, you're not doing much really, but it looks a little more decent than other, you know, mobile games. You know, and we get to play it on Nintendo Switch, which is a plus because I don't want to play games on my phone. Seriously, like Pokemon Go just gave me cancer. I don't want to play that again, but I might need to because of Let's Go Pikachu and that. But Pokemon Quest, it does look kind of decent. I'm going to E3 this year, so I mean I'm on a 13-hour flight, so I guess I'll try it out on the way there. But we'll have to see if I'm gonna enjoy it or not. But I've seen a little bit of gameplay and it looks really bare bones. But I guess there's a lot of collection to do it. I mean, of course, you got to collect all the Pokemon and that. And I don't know, it could be okay. It looks better than Pokemon Go though. Yeah, that's for sure. Pokemon Go is some utter trash. This looks better than it. Anyway, it's on Switch, so good on Pokemon Company for actually bringing it to the Switch. And they're actually looking a lot into incorporating mobile and Switch together. They're definitely seeing the Switch as the main console to go to right now. So I'll get into, I guess, in my opinion, the meat and potatoes of the conference in Tokyo. I mean, the announcement of 2019 isn't really much. I mean, it's only an announcement, yeah? I mean, it's the same announcement we got last year at E3, but except they're actually saying it's 2019. But anyway, Pokemon Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu. Now, it's got a release date. I mean, it's in November, so hopefully that doesn't get delayed. That would be great. So from what I see of this, I'm really confused. Initially, I saw it and it looked like a remake of Red and Blue, but of course you gotta start with Pickachu or Eevee. That's fine and all, there's nothing wrong with that. Now, I saw co-op. What are they gonna do with co-op? What can you actually do with co-op? Is it just you catch the same Pokemon together? I'm not sure. But it doesn't look very good, the co-op, I can tell you that. Pardon me. Okay, I'm not gonna get into the multiplayer shit, but you know, multiplayer is multiplayer. You can completely avoid that, and I'm pretty sure you can have a good experience. Now, it looks like you can travel the whole Kanto region, and there's trainer battles, so it looks like the main adventure is still there. I hope so, because, you know, it's Game Freak. I mean, Game Freak is handling this, so I'm pretty sure they can do a good job. And of course, they've been told, you know they've been told by the Pokemon Company that, okay, we want to add Pokemon Go elements to this. So they're going to add Pokemon Go and, you know, in my opinion, spin-off elements into the game while having it almost a core experience. So it's like having a remake, but also for casuals or in casual mode, or it's just a way to attract the new players who started, you know, playing Pokemon Go hardcore and that. It's fine as long I'm absolutely cool with this as long as it doesn't detract from the main gameplay. If it ruins the experience in any way, if I am forced to play as like a Pokemon Go sort of style, I'm not going to be happy. I want to be able to play traditionally, as I've always played every single Pokemon game, and that's how I want it to be. I mean, that's just me saying it as a hardcore Pokemon fan who's been supporting this series for years and years and years. Yeah, I really don't want to see like it being casualized completely. But I mean, even if it is, we've got the Pokemon game next year to get the hardcore fans down. So regardless, things are a win-win situation. There's no downsides to any of the announcements, except, you know, we have to wait. But waiting is waiting. As long as we get the game at the end of the day, all is good. But I think I mean, there's two versions, so I have to get them both, and I always do. I always get both versions of games. That's just a compulsion I have because I own every Pokemon game, and it's got to go to the collection, you know. Yeah, so I got to get both versions. I'll be playing Eevee version, but yeah, it looks. I mean, if you ignore the whole stupid things they showed, they had to show it because they have to, you know, they have to attract the casual audience back or to the Nintendo Switch, you know. They could have showed it as a traditional Pokemon game if they wanted for the hardcore audience, but they didn't need to, you know, because as a hardcore Pokemon fan, and I'm pretty sure everyone else can relate, you can put two and two together that, well, you don't have to play it this certain way, you can play it. I mean, there were Nugget Bridge. They were crossing Nugget Bridge, the trainers, and there was a level 9 Poliwag or something. I can't remember exactly what Pokemon it was, but it looks like all the trainers are back, and for me, it looks traditional enough. Like, it's going to be traditional as a remake, but it's got all that extra goofy shit for the casuals, you know. So there's nothing to worry about. I think it's enjoyable for any Pokemon fan, and all is good. So November is something to look forward to for the Nintendo Switch and Pokemon fans. And Pokemon Quest, I don't know. I don't know what to think of that game. Tell me if you enjoy it or what, please. I really want to hear that. But yeah, very decent announcements. I can ignore Pokemon Quest. That's really nothing to me. But the other two, I think, is super exciting. I can't wait to play Pikachu and Eevee version. It's going to be excellent. And you got Pokemon following you again. That's kind of interesting. So yeah, it's a remake with Pokemon Go incorporated into it. and it's got functionality with Pokemon Go as well, so that's gonna attract more casual audience as well, or you know, hardcore Pokemon Go fans, because there is a hardcore fan base still out there. I don't know how. Yeah, like exciting shit. That's all I can say. Really exciting things, and I can't wait to play both Switch games. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it off there. You go down in the comments and tell me what you think of these announcements. Especially, I want to hear your opinions on Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu. Yeah, really. Anyway, like the videos if you did. Subscribe if you want more Nintendo content like this, and I'll see you in the next video. Catches.